Since its initial publication in 1997, What Islam is All About has been a best-selling English-language Islamic school text for junior high-level American students. The author, Yahya Emmerich, is an American-born convert to Islam. He is widely regarded as a leading Islamic children's educator, and he also wrote The Complete Idiot's Guide to Understanding Islam. The textbook is distributed by Norart Publishing of Richardson, Texas. In short, this is a mainstream American-made textbook, written in clear, standard American English, for the purpose of introducing Muslim American children to the religion of Islam. I learned about this book from an enlightening 2007 thesis by Major Stephen Coughlin entitled, To Our Great Detriment, Ignoring What Extremists Say About Jihad. I provided links to his thesis, as well as an online English Quran. In the first chapter of What Islam is All About, Muslim American 7th graders are taught that the entire universe is Muslim. Islam is not a religion, but a complete way of life that is patterned after the natural trend in the universe. Allah caused the universe to come into existence. He set up natural laws and ordered the functioning of matter in accordance with His will. In this way, we can say that the entire universe is Muslim, i.e., it is submitted to His will. The children are also taught that Islam abrogates or displaces all religions, even previously valid religions such as Judaism and Christianity. Emmerich says, Islam is the way of life that Allah will make prevail over all other ways of life. To support this statement, he references specific verses in the Quran. It is He who has sent His messenger with guidance and the religion of truth, that He may proclaim it over all religion. The Jews and Christians are invited by Allah to examine and accept His last revelation. If they reject it arrogantly and say Allah only sent revelation to them, then they close their hearts and invite destruction upon themselves. Those whom Allah wills to guide, He opens their hearts to Islam. Those whom He wills to leave straying, He makes their hearts closed and constricted, as if they were climbing up into the skies. Allah increases the penalty on those who refuse to believe. Muslim American 7th graders are taught that the world is divided into two naturally antagonistic camps: Dar al-Islam, the domain of Islam, and Dar al-Harb, the domain of war, which includes any region on earth that is not dominated by Islamic law, and that these two blocks will be in conflict until Islam becomes the dominant religion on earth. Muslims know that Allah is the supreme being in the universe. Therefore, His laws and commandments must form the basis for all human affairs. If we didn't follow Allah's commandments, but then still called ourselves Muslims, we would be hypocrites like the followers of many other religions today. Again, Emmerich provides contextual references to the Quran itself. We cannot hope to build an Islamic nation again on the backs of people who are hypocrites, weak, or just plain lazy. Allah even mentions that some people only serve Him if times are good, but then run away if things get rough. In fact, there are some Muslim countries that actually oppose the implementation of Sharia-based laws because they love their alcohol and illicit relations too much. You can't build a solid wall with bricks made of soft mud. We must build our character and then truly surrender to Allah completely. Why shouldn't we do that? We're all going to be dead in a few short years anyway. Our lives are shorter than the blinking of an eye. We have so little time to understand why we're here. What's wrong with ensuring the eternal happiness of our souls? Like Allah says, you will gain control if you are true in faith. Indeed, only when we produce a generation of people who actually fear the Day of Judgment and love to be closer to the Prophet's example will we be able to make Islam dominant on earth. The children are taught that they need not obey any secular government, but rather should strive to establish the power of Islam in the world. Once the Prophet was asked by Mu'adith, "What should we do with the orders of an Amir who does not follow your sunnah or stick to your orders?" The Prophet replied, "There is no obedience to one who does not obey Allah." Muslims dream of establishing the power of Islam in the world. Muslims of all types and backgrounds agree that the Islamic system is the best for humanity in this life. In an Islamic political system, the leader of the community, the Khalifa, is the head of the whole Ummah, not just one country or another. Let me drive home again that this is being taught to American school children, 7th graders who are 12 to 13 years old, And these are not just abstract academic concepts in a textbook, they are presented as a blueprint for life. The first refuge of apologists for this sort of extreme language is to claim that the original Arabic has been distorted by biased translators with a grudge against Islam. In this case, that's impossible, because What Islam is All About was written in English for use in America by a native-born American convert to Islam. In October 2007, a Saudi-funded private school in Northern Virginia came under federal scrutiny when it was found to be promoting violence against Christians, Jews, Shias, and polytheists. A Saudi government representative angrily denied that they were teaching radical Islam, and he may be technically correct. It's hard to call these doctrines radical when they are well referenced with passages directly from the Quran.